The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Why some MAGA white evangelicals got it wrong about Donald J. Trump. Alternative hypothesis. If you had really taken the time to look at the picture, you would have noticed all the individuals in the background and the whole of the picture would have been convincingly obvious to you. If you understood the hidden message, like those MAGAs in leadership positions, there wouldn't have been a backlash by other MAGA and MAGA white Christians, and a need for the President of the United States to defend or clarify himself. President Donald J. Trump has kept his promise and continues to give you America's descent of both white colonized and immigrant Europeans, what you've always believed and hoped for in the United States, a country stolen and conquered by your forefathers. MAGA. In many of your hearts and minds, you believe that heaven, God, angels, Jesus Christ, and all his apostles and disciples have always looked like you and created for you. These kinds of images have been the cornerstone of your entitlement and identity. For well over a millennium or so ago, they had been taught as truth by many, if not all, white Europeans, and had been handed down and repeated, modified, and glorified since the conquest of the Americas, and echoed by white Christian nationalists and conservatives today in the 21st century. Since the Jews rejected Jesus Christ and had him put to death, some, if not all, white Europeans have replaced God's chosen people with themselves. Another race, ethnicity, or non-white person living in America is an afterthought and a product of DEI. And that history must be erased for the greater good of white America. It's possible that Donald J. Trump was only trying to remind, or enforce upon you is this long-taught ideology rooted in MAGA Christian theology. Sure, some of his promises have been sidebarred, but this is only a temporary delay. God is using him, like you've all said, and he has anointed Donald J. Trump for this time and hour in American history to bring about healing and prosperity like Jesus Christ and make America great again. For all non-white Christian people, this Trump image and alternative hypothesis don't or shouldn't have any effect on you. Simply put, no one in the picture looks like you. However, if it does, I imagine you haven't deconstructed or eliminated these images by understanding basic biblical truths. As a result of white American indoctrination and image propaganda through education, employment, entertainment, religion, media, politics, racism, discrimination, and inequality, non-white people, Christians, were taught as impressionable young minds that they are inferior in every way to white people. Like the biblical Jews in Israel and their fate, who thought of themselves as being better than everyone else, tempted their God, and created man-made and self-made idols, and worshiped them and themselves as gods. Donald J. Trump and MAGA in the United States, who see themselves as better than everyone else, who needs no one else, has made within themselves an idol and worship the creature more than the Creator. Make America great again, and America first. Similarly, the judgment and wrath of God are nearer than you think, and will bring about discussions of conceding, followed by a great divide and scattering. But mark this: there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self control, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people. Pray for America's souls to acknowledge their evil ways, repent, and turn from idolatry, lust, and wickedness, and hope by God's grace He will spare them and heal their land. Thank you for watching, and may God, through Jesus Christ, both bless you and yours and keep you safe.